What's going on, y'all? Today I will be reacting to General Shao's and Rain's MK1 character breakdown. It happened a few hours earlier. I just kind of missed it, but let's go ahead and hop into Shao Kahn's first. General Shao.
Thing,
then we'll hop into Rain's.
To show this is kind of the thesis statement. Just swings for the fences.
He's a
right?
powerhouse.
This is back two. It has advantage. So if you're blocking, don't want to push any buttons probably.
Yeah, I was just jabbing.
Don't do that because you're going to get hit.
Right.
Great move there. This is a really quick, kind of almost get a little distance to it too. Like I can get you from there. Like really nice. Kind of can lead in some combos.
Nice range with that battle axe, and I love his horns.
Punishing move I like to use is this right here. Very fast, bounces him up. We can show some more stuff with that later, but obviously you can see there's some.
He got that Motaro cameo.
I also really like how his kick attacks are just either uses his axe or he's just huge big boots.
Just like standing big boot. And like a lot of people, I enjoy the two-player animation strings.
Right.
So he has this overhead, doesn't combo anything, but hit the throw button afterwards.
So good.
It's a combo
he also
ender.
has a low one as well. And I'm sure we'll come back to those later as well.
Right.
Now let's talk about his special moves. His special move, the one that kind of
His outfit looks nice too.
encapsulates what he is Power Strike. He will just throw.
Is that where he leaves the axe on the ground? Yeah.
There it is.
Power
about
Strike.
7-8 seconds just to do stuff without the axe, right? You can also call it back. Boom.
Okay.
Now when it's on the ground, different strings. That's back one.
Nice.
Wow.
And I get the axe back.
The strings that are close to the axe.
So all of his axe moves get replaced with different normal attacks.
Yes.
And some are faster, some have different reactions.
Right. And some change some of your other special moves. We'll get to that in a second.
Even his throw changes.
Yes, even his throw. So here's his throw.
Ooh. That's kind of cool.
Just to show the, Motaro as well. And then with the axe, he just bangs him in the face with the axe.
Right.
Other specials he has. So you can...
Sorry for my dogs.
That was the meter burn. I got a full screen
That's awesome.
projectile.
That projectile is awesome. But it might be a little too slow.
Sorry about that. You can do some of this.
Pops up.
Okay.
Nice.
Right. He has
But they can block low with that.
This makes your axe powers do more damage.
Oh, wow. He has a buff.
Either
Kind of
EX that,
MK11
get
shit.
more time on it as well. Big move in his arsenal that also leads to a lot of crazy good damage is his armored launcher is his knee.
He's kind of representing, kind of makes me think of the MK3 like up shoulder, except now it's a knee.
Right, and you can throw that out a lot of places. Always there. But if you EX the knee, you get a free power slam after that. So you can do like that.
Okay.
And then his axe is on the ground.
Is that knee combo?
That's how you rotate throughout the character, right? And now it's on the ground, now it's back to me. So then you can start doing really cool stuff like this into power slam.
Oh, that's 30 off rip.
Oh,
yeah. I for sure want to try him out, see how he is.
When the axe is on the ground,
Powerhouse
other
character.
cool things can happen. Power slam. Now, I have a ground pound.
Neat.
Look at that shit, bro.
When you are on the axe, it is an overhead low.
Wow.
Okay.
Which is kind of tough to block.
Yeah.
You can also, throw this down, do this. Combo
And that's
after.
like a quick recall.
Right. Yeah, so if you have it down, you also have a move where you can just be near it, and it's very fast.
Okay.
So a lot of really cool stuff you can do.
And he's clearly meant to be going in and out during
Yes.
the fight, in the middle of combos, getting it back at the end of combos.
Maybe recalling it if you want to.
Right.
Lots of stuff like that. But if you are, as my opponent, near the axe, there's a lot of stuff you need to think about.
Right. So it's almost like with the axe, you have, kind of really good range, not the quickest moves. Without the axe, you're much quicker, and you can use it. Establish the axe on the screen, and they're gonna have to respect it, and that's gonna.
Bro, I cannot wait for this game.
Grabs,
Can't wait for story mode, invasion mode, playing more characters, because that beta was so much fun. Even though I did rage a decent amount.
The air and that sort of thing. I mean, the knee into power strike is huge.
Right.
Right. Really important. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I do want to show some stuff with Motaro.
Okay.
So Motaro has a couple things you can use. Now, obviously, I'm a big guy. Projectiles might scare me.
Right.
Well, I can do this. I can pull him out, walk behind it. You don't want to be.
He walks down with the projectiles. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know, that's a way to call back to his thick, reflective skin from MK3.
And now you're kind of you're a little confused. What do you do? Boom, you're
nice.
He also has this turret you can do. Will shoot 3 shots at you. Has a low one too. You can do that. Now here is something that I've chosen Motaro with General Shao for a reason.
Okay.
Remember this move?
Yes.
Can't do a lot out of it.
Right.
He has this teleport, right?
Okay.
Maybe you can read a
General
projectile. Maybe not.
Motaro can
You
teleport?
move around the battlefield
What
quicker
the fuck?
than Shao. But with this
I can't wait till we get a cameo teleport. I cannot fucking wait for that shit.
and still
That's a
continue
true
combo.
combo.
It's a true combo. So now you have to worry about this, and you have to worry about something like this. Like that's now in play.
Right.
So you can do the full thing too. You can do like.
What a cool example of one of my favorite things about the cameo system. It allows you to break the rules and restrictions of your roster.
And I
character.
think that's why I love Shao so much, is that he breaks the rules also with the knee into power slam. He's
Right.
It's a special into a special, which Johnny can do too. Of course, he breaks that rule at times with his meter, with his height meter. But yeah, there's a lot of cool, fun, sort of breaking the meta of what Shao is, just so you can do with that.
And
Really
I think
cool.
it's so neat about the cameo system. You kind of look at your play style, look at your character, and think, what are my weaknesses? What are the things I think I'm missing? And you can use your cameo to turn those weaknesses into strengths.
And for me, it's like if I'm so far away from people, just as a zoner, just even having this just to get me out of dodge, right?
Right.
Now I'm close again.
Now
and
you're
now
close.
Now you don't want to be there. Let's show the.
I like Motaro's cameos.
When you turn up to do
Yeah,
the,
give yourself 1%.
Let's do that real quick. Show the fatal blow.
It's a real good one.
Oh, let's see this fatal blow. Is that an overhead though?
Oh, he's not horsing around.
Holy shit! Into the chest piece. Slams down on your chest again.
So you'll notice right off the bat, he has
Alright, let's
a
get
new
into this
weapon,
ring.
which is his wizard's
Oh, that's the striker cameo.
and he uses it in most of his normal attacks.
Maybe I like Rain. I don't know. I
He
don't
is
think I like
definitely
him.
now much less of a physical fighter than he ever has been before. He is a very powerful mage, and he uses it in most of his attacks.
He looks cool, but I don't
Couple
think I'm gonna
normals
be
I
playing
really
Rain.
wanted to talk about. Like you can see, even his sweep. Instead of using his foot, he literally uses his water staff. This is definitely.
I
the
love
coolest
the
too.
kick up,
It's,
the
it's
kick up.
so good.
It looks clean. I ain't gonna lie. With his water, he looks clean with the little water animations. I'm not gonna lie.
Right. I absolutely love it. So let's start off with a couple normals I really wanted to show. His forward 2, forward 2, 1, 3 is just
4, 2, 1, 3.
really good
Okay, so
range
forward 1,
mid.
2. You can get a combo off there.
He's also got forward 3, which is an overhead, into a double overhead, and he gets a pop up. That'll be one of his most important, I think.
Yeah, it really will. Pop
And then
up.
one other normal I really wanted to show was a standing 4,
But I don't think I'll use him.
which,
Wow.
even though he's no longer a ninja, he still has tremendous leg strength.
Right.
So strong that he can actually kick you across the world. Now this is an interesting one, because if you hold it, it's a
Fuck.
combo. And he can
Okay.
also cancel out of the hold to fake you out.
Okay.
There you go. See, I'm good. And let's check out his throw, which is a nice nod to the classic water bubble. He goes in with you, and then you burst
Throw's
out.
pretty sick. Like, the animations with the water, I will say, are sick.
So you can see his normal attacks are very fresh and different. And I think the water effects are awesome. So you want to go into his special moves?
I think so.
So he has some really interesting zoning tools. I mean, some might even call him a premier zoner. And let's start with his straight projectile, which takes up a ton of real estate, is fairly quick, and has some interesting ways that you can change it. If you EX it, he gets a full knockdown.
Okay, it's a high. Are projectiles just highs in this game? Or is it just certain
stagger.
ones? There's cameo right there.
Cancel out of this hold down. So you can mix up doing the
Excuse
move,
me.
Yeah.
doing different timings, doing the EX, or canceling out of it. Keep the opponent guessing. When you have a projectile like that that takes up this kind of space, what's the one thing you know the opponent's going to try to do to beat it?
Jump?
Jump. And that's not going to be super effective because he has an anti-air version. And
What
this
if that
has a
comboed?
very neat EX. It actually allows him to pop up for combos.
Oh, it does. Okay, when you EX it.
So I think it's pretty cool. Again, it makes a full, full screen projectile become kind of an offensive tool up close.
Interesting.
Now, one thing would be, well, what happens if they're using projectiles against him? And he has a water bubble where he surrounds himself in water, and any projectile is going to be negated. It'll actually just be destroyed when it hits the water bubble.
I ain't gonna lie, the water shit is pretty dope. Like,
behind, go in the middle of.
Works as a shield.
Exactly. But if you EX it, it surrounds him and travels with him.
Kind of walk him down.
Exactly. So then you can go in, do his lows, do his overhead, all that good stuff when he has the water shield on.
Gotcha.
Now, there's other ways you can get in. He could set these water portals, and he can set them anywhere he wants.
water portals.
And then he can actually warp through him.
Wow.
So you could do cool stuff, like set one here, go in when you want to get out, warp back to where you were. Or, when you're in, you can set one, do some fun zoning, and then use this to get back in.
Okay.
And then you can go straight into combos, fun stuff like that. Now, once you've established that you're willing to teleport or throw out some of these fireballs, and the opponent's scared to move, you can start using the Whirlpool. And he has close, medium, and far. These will go on the ground, and if the opponent walks into it, they get popped up for combos.
I love how he just grabs the top of his staff and
Yes,
throws it down.
it is
Really cool.
so cool looking. Another move he has is his Geyser. This is a pretty good advancing special he can 2 and 1 into, and if he EX it, it has armor. So it's a good wake-up attack, a good way to beat pressure, and I think it'll be one of his best combo enders. And then lastly, one more awesome full range move that kind of shows the full extent of his power.
So cool.
And this is a move that
Like,
you can actually hold
his water attacks, that's one thing I say are just sick.
or cancel and just drop down. So you can do stuff like you're doing your water ball, and what's called it a fireball, and it's literally the opposite of that. Go into this, fake out the opponent, immediately drop down. You could set up, you can do all kind of stuff. Set up portals.
I wonder if, like, if they block it,
using
you could
enough
just keep on
underdog
floating in the
moves,
air
cancel it,
for a
you
certain
can
amount of,
store
like, you know what I mean? If they
all
block
kind
it,
of
you
options
throw it
to
down,
use,
you
and I think,
come down, can you instantly get back in there and do it
it's gonna
again?
be a
I don't
really
know.
interesting character to kind of freeze them up full screen to get in and start doing his mix-ups.
He's gonna be an interesting character, but I just
Speaking of the mix-ups, let's kind of show how he can use
I'll
his
teach myself
cameo
later.
and go with that. I
Excuse
find
me.
him Striker because
it's
I
awesome.
think
We
a
haven't seen a
top
Striker
two
cameo yet.
Wizard is the exact kind of thing you'd see in Mortal Kombat,
sure.
right? So the first thing I'll show with Striker is he has his grenade toss. Straight out of MK3, comes in, throws the double grenades. They can either go low or high. And you
Okay.
can imagine, these are ambush moves, which means they can come out while Rain is doing his attacks. So you can do stuff like you're doing your straight up water beam while he's doing his grenades. They can also aid you in combos. So you can do stuff like
Got it.
Striker also has a set of baton moves. He's got Cat Bop, where he comes in and does an overhead, and the classic baton sweep from MK3. So these are lows and overheads. So, great
Got access to
example.
both of them.
Could be
Yes.
tripping, but I don't think Striker
So,
looks like
one
that
thing
good
you
of a
do.
cameo. Could be tripping though.
You got your overhead, you opponents stand blocking all the time because they don't want to get popped up. What am I supposed to do? Sweep them. But you can also do this in a string. So in overhead, you can do overhead, low. When they get used to the timing, they're like, oh, I'm one of these like Ninja Killer or Sonic people with good reflexes. I can fuzzy that. Then you start doing stuff like cock bop, mix it up. So just from this 50-50, he can use Striker to have more 50-50s.
That's how you beat Sonic Fox.
That's the key. That's all you have to do. And like a famous football player once said, it's more than a 50-50.
Got it.
Lastly, Striker has one more move, which I think is probably my favorite.
My favorite thing is he used a sports reference.
Well, sort of.
Half and half.
Striker comes from behind and handcuffs you. And this gives you a reset. Then you get a bunch of advantage and you can go further.
Okay, I mean,
so you get into your
the handcuff
combo
thing
with a
is pretty
handcuff
dope with
move,
Striker. I think that was
then
probably
go
my
in
favorite thing
and
with
can
the
do
Striker
your
cameo, the
offense.
handcuff.
So like you could start a combo with your overhead, go into the handcuffs, and then make them guess low.
I probably still wouldn't pick him as a cameo though. Maybe, maybe not. As of right now, I don't think so. Out of all of the other cameos, probably not.
Striker, and I maybe go into his fatal blow.
Let's take a look.
And I'll just say Striker is my favorite fatal blow.
Check out this fatal blow. Just gunning.